Okay, so here we're going to go ahead and do a 1v1 top lane, and I'm going to go through
Valoran will know harmony.
the match and kind of explain what's going on, why I'm doing what I'm doing, how to trade against the champion, and you know, things like that. Renekton? Okay, we'll do Renekton. Alright, so against Renekton, we know we're going against a Renekton already. You're going to go ahead and run your damage lane, just like you would against any other bruiser. And then your top lane masteries. Make sure you're going 921, right?
Yeah.
If you have one.
No, I don't.
Good Renektons will be running 921, and the defensive tree is their main thing, and they'll probably start Doran's Shield. Now, this gives them a lot of potential against you, as you will not be winning your trades early. Renekton's very strong. He steals a lot of health, and his defensive tree is definitely strong. Hurry up, Mike. You got like 3 seconds. Okay, that'll work. So trading with Renekton early can be very difficult, especially if he comes out with a Doran's Shield and a potion. It gets him so much sustain, especially against Poppy. Now, some Renektons do play aggressive, and those are the ones you're going to do better against. But for this, I'm just going to show you guys how to play against the Renekton that is playing properly and fulfilling his role, which is obviously tank. You know. We'll play this to level 9, I guess. Would give you a good idea to understand the matchup. Now, I can't promise I'm going to win all these, because some of them are just hard for Poppy to win the lane. But the important thing is that you're doing well enough in lane and trading well enough that you're viable for late game. Because sometimes playing Poppy top isn't just about winning the lane. It's about putting yourself in a position where you can get kills when the team fights come, so you can snowball yourself for late game. It's important to remember that.
My convictions will not
Now against Renekton, I will start Longsword, 3 potions, and the Ward Trinket. Obviously, we won't need that this game, but and he's starting Doran's Shield and a potion. Now, one thing you do have to watch out for with Renekton is some people like to rush, they start their stun, and then they rush E on you, and they'll go for that early game sloppy kill after pushing the lane. So be careful of that. Don't let them get too ahead on pushing the lane, because Renekton can outpush Poppy easily, but you'll be able to tell if that's going to happen, and if it is, you can back off. See right now 650 health on Renekton.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
He's got about the same amount of damage as I do, and he's full tank. So you're going to go ahead and start W. The extra armor will help you a lot in trading with him early. Make sure before you fight you do have it stacked up. If it's not stacked up, then use it. You'll have your mana back before level 2 anyway, so.
Minions have spawned.
Alright, minions have finally spawned.
Agreed.
No, it's not usually this easy just coming straight to lane, but, you know, This is just to give us a rough idea of the matchup.
If it will bring peace.
So get in there. If you can, before he even starts, get a couple hits on the minions.
Will not falter.
It definitely helps. Try to avoid getting hit by him too much.
I'll settle this issue.
Yeah, see, he outtrades you pretty hard.
If it is necessary.
Pop your potions early, stay about half health. If you get the level up early, bully him around pretty hard. And since he only had one potion, he'll be forced to take his Q instead of his E, so he won't be able to get that early game slop kill on it. And notice how I'm not finishing the minions with Q. Oh wait. He dashed away before I could do anything. Now you're looking for any wall for him to get by. Obviously he's not going to give me a wall, but almost did right there. And this is why Renekton's tough, because he just gained back a ton of health. Big mistake there. After he wasted stun on the minion, gave you an easy kill. Now he'll come back with Sunfire as early as possible. Or some magic resist boots, but
will know harmony.
When he's gone, try to push. I mean, you can't push too hard because you're Poppy. If you have a level lead, you will be able to outpush him. I'm dead. I thought I should have been able to get a stun off in that bush. Alright, so Renekton, you need to sustain. Definitely go with those. If you find you're behind, you can pick up a cloth armor. I'm not behind this game, so it's not a big deal. Once he hits level 6, he's an even harder kill, so the lane kind of gets progressively harder. Use your W to get to lane faster. You don't want to miss all the XP. He's already level 6, so still trade with him. Oh, this minion won't get off of me for some reason. Bait that stun whenever you can. That's the second time you've dashed my freaking charge.
Immediately.
When he's queuing is the best time to hit him with your Q, because he can't hit you back, and he can't stun you while he does his Q either.
If it will bring peace.
Alright.
They'll beg for peace.
So he probably went back. Try to push this if you can. If you know you're not going to be able to push it, just last hit, but I think I might be able to get one or two moves dead on the tower before he gets here.
Their defeat is non-negotiable.
There we go.
Immediately.
He's already got his giant's belt. Ah, crap.
Straight.
He still has his ult, so you gotta be careful. Now's actually a good time to be. I'm low mana.
We are in a corner, summoner.
Of course, it wasn't that good of a time to be because I'm just short on this, but as soon as you can, get your Sheen.
My convictions will not falter. Valoran will know harmony.
And again, he's going to be shoving that wave, so every time you beat, you're going to lose some CS. That's just the way it is against Renekton.
My convictions will not falter.
It's very unlikely that you'll get his tower first as well, but
Immediately. We are in a corner, summoner. If it will bring peace.
when he gets that full duration stun on you, you're not going to be able to do anything, but just barely pull off that right there. So anytime you can make a stun land, you've got to take advantage of it, because that's the only chance you have of beating Renekton, to be honest. If you can't land a couple good stuns, he's just gonna out-sustain you and hold the lane, even with the extra life steal. Alright, push the tower a little bit. If you have extra mana, pop your W once or twice, pop your Q, get a few extra hits on that tower.
We are in a corner.
Alright. That being done,
Valoran will know
he's still pretty much on me as far as CS. 2 kills versus 1, but I mean, we're pretty even for the most part.
If it will bring peace.
At this point, get boots and start building for your Trinity. Get back to lane as fast as possible. That's why I got the boots, because you're more than likely going to have to go be more than a Renekton. He's already got his magic resist, and he's working towards Sunfire.
Immediately.
It's going to be real close on getting the first tower here.
If it is necessary. slain an enemy
Alright.
falter.
Another thing to note, as you saw me do right there, as soon as he uses his cooldowns, Renekton does not do a lot of damage. You can hit him a few times and actually win trades that way too. A lot of times they won't stick around and they'll double dash away, but as soon as he made the mistake of coming back, you can go in and trade with him as long as you know his stun and his QR and cooldown. And that's going to be tower here, and I'm level 10, so we'll say now the team fighting starts. But yeah, basically Renekton, you can be pretty aggressive in the lane. Don't worry too much about dying against him super early, because he just doesn't do enough damage without his ult. Once he does have his ult though, you want to be very careful of being out of position, because he will kill you pretty easily. Trade with him when he has his cooldowns up, and that's pretty much it.